every day we'll have a different read aloud for you. So today we're going to start with our book, Rooster's Off to See the World by Carle. And I chose this book because Rooster wants to go on an adventure. And if you guys are anything like my kiddos right now, they want to go outside and go on adventures too. So we're going to read Rooster's Off to See the World. Pay really close attention. We're going to need to see what order our animals appear in our story today. Okay, Rooster's Off to See the World. One fine morning, a rooster decided that he wanted to travel. So right then and there, he set out to see the world. He hadn't walked very far when he began to feel a little lonely. Just then, he met two cats, and the rooster said to them, "Come along with me to see the world." The cats liked the idea of a trip very much. "We would love to," they purred and set off down the road with the rooster. So we have one rooster so far and two cats. For you older kiddos out there, do you know what 1 plus 2 equals? If you answered 3, you are correct. As they wandered on, the rooster and the cats met 3 frogs. "How would you like to come with us to see the world?" asked the rooster. Eager for more company. "Well, why not?" answered the frogs. "We are not busy now." So the frogs jumped along behind the rooster and the cat. Let's count all of these animals together so far. We have 1 rooster, we have 2 cats, and we have 3 frogs. So all together, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After a while, the rooster, the cats, and the frogs saw 4 turtles crawling slowly down the road. "Hey," said the rooster, "how would you like to see the world?" It might be fun," snapped one of the turtles, and they joined the others. So let's see if we can count all of these animals now. We have 1 rooster, 1, 2 cats, 1, 2, 3 frogs, and 1, 2, 3, 4 turtles. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 animals so far in an adventure. I wonder how many people or animals you can bring along an adventure around your house. As the rooster, the cats, the frogs, and the turtles walked along, they came to 5 fish swimming in the brook. "Where are you going?" asked the fish. "Well, we're off to see the world," answered the rooster. "May we come along?" pleaded the fish. "Delighted to have you," the rooster replied. And so the fish came along to see the world. So boys and girls, we had 10 animals before, and now we have 5 more. So let's think in our head. We started with the number 10, and our next number is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 animals. Wow. The sun went down, and it began to get dark, and the moon came up over the horizon. "Where's our dinner?" asked the cats. "Where are we supposed to sleep?" asked the frogs. "We're cold," complained the turtles. Just then, some fireflies flew overhead. "We're afraid," cried the fish. Now the rooster really had not made any plans for the trip around the world. He had not remembered to think about food and shelter, so he didn't know how to answer his friends. How would you answer your friends if they needed help? If they asked what you were going to do? Take a quick moment and talk to your mom or your sister or your brother or your dad. How would you answer your friends? How would you help them? Let's see what Rooster does. After a few minutes of silence, the fish suddenly decided that it might be best if they headed for home. They wished the others a happy trip and swam away. Say bye, fish. Then the turtles began to think about their warm house. They turned and crawled back down the road with so much as a goodbye. The frogs weren't too happy with the trip anymore either. First one, then the other, and finally the last one jumped away. They were polite enough, though, to wish the rooster a good evening as they disappeared into the night. Say bye, frogs. The cats then remembered an unfinished meal they had left behind. They kindly wished the rooster a happy journey, and they too headed for home. Now the rooster was all alone, and he hadn't seen anything of the world. He thought for a minute, and then he said to the moon, "To tell you the truth, I'm not only hungry and cold, but I'm homesick as well." The moon did not answer. It too disappeared. The rooster knew what he had to do. He turned around and went back home again. He enjoyed a good meal of grain and then sat on his very own perch. After a while, he went to sleep and had a wonderful, happy dream all about a trip around the world. So this rooster, even though he didn't get to go on a big trip around the world, he did get to hang out with some of his friends and around his house. And at night when he went to bed, he had a nice dream about his trip around the world. I wonder if you could tell your parents or anybody that you're with right now about a favorite trip that you would want to take around the world. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you want to go? I'm so happy to hear all those places that you'd want to go. That's awesome. I know for us, my daughter always says she wants to go to Paris, which is really, really a cool place to be. My son, he likes to stay home, so he would want to stay home and do things here. So we just read our book, Rooster's Off to See the World, and I see so many awesome people have come along and joined us. So happy that you're here watching with us today. So in our book, Rooster's Off to See the World, we had a couple of animals in our story, and today we're going to get to do some movements that go along with our animals. So if you want to take a couple seconds and spread out, we're going to get to do and reenact our story a little bit. So I'm going to move our camera a little bit like this, and we're going to get to reenact our story. So in our story, Rooster's Off to See the World, does anybody remember the first animal in the story? And if you look at the title on our cover of our book, you might know which one it is. I am so excited to see so many friends joining us. How exciting. All right, guys. So in our story, Rooster's Off to See the World, the first animal that we see is indeed the rooster. So if everybody could stand up for me, we're going to get ready and do our roosters. So if you stand up, and moms and dads, you can join in as well. Let's get our arms flapping and get our knees lifted. And wherever you have space, I'm going to use this little walkway here. We're going to do slow motion first. We're going to do our lifts and our roosters. And if you want to get really crazy, you can even make some rooster noises. My son's on a conference with his teachers too, so we won't make too many crazy rooster noises here. But once you do it a couple of times slow around your house, right? Then you can go really fast. You can go really fast and see how quick your roosters can move all around. Go ahead, let's do it for 20 seconds. Let's do your roosters. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep those roosters going. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Great job, guys. So we have our rooster as our first animal. Does anybody remember the second animal, the animals that came along with our rooster on his trip the first time? If you said a cat, you are correct. So I know we have a lot of kiddos in our threes class that enjoy doing some yoga with us. So I thought for our cat, we can do our cat pose. So if everybody gets on their knees and put your hands on the ground, we're gonna do our cat pose today. The first thing I want you to do is arch your back up really, really high. Arch it really high like you're stretching like a cat. And then bend your back as much as you can and stick your head up in the air. Good, let's do that 5 more times. Ready? Arch your back up really high and really low. Now I know Miss Kelly is normally leading our yoga in our 3s class, so it's a little new for Miss Christine to lead your yoga, but maybe we can get Miss Kelly to do a really cool yoga video too for us. And let's arch it up one more time, up high and down low. I think we have 2 more. Cat pose up, 1 and down low. And last one, go up really high and down really low. Good job, boys and girls. So far in our story that we read today, we know that we have our rooster and our cats. Now let's really challenge our brain. What comes after the cats? Let's give us 5 seconds to think about it. 2 and 1. Should we take a sneak peek? Let's see what's there. What is it? The frogs! Now, kiddos, get ready to jump. And parents, if you're there, get ready for a leg workout. We are going to do some frog jumps today, and we're going to do them 2 different ways. The first time we do them, we're going to count to 10 for our younger kiddos who are joining us today. I'm so excited to see so many of our toddler friends with us today. So we're going to stand on our feet, and we're going to go down to the ground, and we're going to do 10 jumps. Now, I'm going to try and jump right up over top of the camera, so let's see how high you can jump. Ready? Reach those hands into the sky. Jump 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you're almost there, 8, 9, 10. That was so good. Now our older kids, we sing a song that's counting by tens up to 100. So we're gonna count by tens all the way up to 100, singing our counting by 10 song. But guys, we're gonna do it a little differently. We're gonna use our frog jumps from our story. Okay, so let's get in our froggy position. I can count by tens up to 100. I can count by tens. Ready, here I go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, big one, 100. Good job, guys. So we've done these so far. We have our rooster and our cats and our frogs. There's a 4th animal. What was the 4th one in the book? 5 seconds. 2 and 1. Let's turn the page. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, a turtle, thank goodness. After those froggy jumps, we need something nice and slow. All right, boys and girls, so we're gonna go slow motion. Are you ready? Here we go. Stand really tall. Lift your knee up really high and see if you can balance. 1, 2, 3, and lift it up. 1, 2, 3, lift it up. 1, 2, 3, and lift it up. 1, 2, 3. That was great. Now let's see if we can add a little hop in there. We're gonna go lift and hop. Now lift and hop. And lift and hop. Last one. Lift and hop. Good job, guys. You're almost through our book. We started with our rooster. Where did they go? Rooster. Then we went to our cat pose. Then we went to our froggy jumps. Then we went to our slow motion turtles. And who remembers the last animal to join us? Take 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see. It's a fish. Now, fishies can be very silly. And to make a silly face, I want you to try this. Try and squeeze your cheeks in really tight and go like this. Can you make a fishy face? Or see if mom or dad or one of your brothers or sisters can make one? Go ahead, try it. Squeeze that space in there. Good. So boys and girls, we're going to do something called a fish pose really quick in yoga. And this one's a little challenging, but I think we can do it. Okay? So to start, you get to be really, really easy and lay down on your belly. So super easy today. We're going to lay down right on our belly like this. And we're going to put our hands behind our back. And we're going to lift up as high as we can. And then pull up down. And lift up as high as we can. And pull up down. Let's do it 3 more times. Ready? Lift up and pull up down. Lift up and pull up down. And last one. Lift up and pull up down. Great job, boys and girls. We hope that you had fun joining us today with the Learning in Motion Academy for your story of Roosters Off to See the World. Join us next week, every day, weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock. We'll do another read aloud with some activities that go along with it. We look forward to seeing you guys soon. Hope everybody's well. All the teachers wish you the best. Bye.